So for today's session, what we'll be looking into text modification functions specifically. So last week we covered extract functions wherein we had at, middle, range, start, and end. So this week we're going to cover insert, remove, remove range, replace, replace range, and select. So let's dive in and look into that functions. So first, text.insert, right? So we basically use this text.insert to insert any substring into the current text or current string. So syntax is going to be something like this. So we're going to specify a function and the string that we want to insert in, and where you want to insert the substring, and what is the substring itself. So in this case, we basically want to insert C in between B and D. So now let's look in what's going to be the position. So we'll A going to be 0, B going to be 1, and D going to be 2. So we want to insert the C in the position of 2. So we're going to specify 2 over here, and output will be something like this: A, B, C, and D. And you can see now C position is 2. That's what we specified here. So it occurs here. That's about text.insert. Now second function is text.remove, right? So if you want to remove any characters from the text, you can use directly this text.remove function. In this case, we basically want to remove 2 characters. One is comma, another is colon. So we specified those 2 in a curly brackets by separating with comma, so that it goes like a 2 inputs into the function. So first it's going to remove comma, and then it's going to remove colon. So the output will be A, comma got removed, B, colon got removed, and C. So A, B, C is going to be our output. And then next function is remove range. Let's say you want to remove the range, in the text, no matter what text is in there, you want to remove that complete range. Then in that case, you can use this remove.range function, wherein we specify from which position you want to remove and what going to be the length of it. Now in this case, let's say I want to remove E and F characters. So E character position will be 2, and from 2 onwards I want to remove 2 characters, right? So I'll specify 2 comma 2. So the output will be A, B, C, right? And if you don't specify any the length, then by default it's going to take length as 1. That means it just removes a single character. And then next one, we've got replace. Though it's pretty much straightforward, we're going to give the text and the old text and then the new text that you want to replace in. So it's going to replace this particular the with A in this particular text. So you can see they got replaced here, over the got replaced over here, and this is going to be our output. And then we've had replace range. So the same thing, if you're not sure that text going to be changed or something like that, you want to replace the particular range, then you can use this replace range function, wherein you specify the range that you want to replace in. So that means starting character position, and what going to be the length that you want to replace, and what is the new text that you are replacing with. So here we are basically replacing G with CDE, right? So that's why we specify position as 2 and my replacing text with length as 1. So it just takes G alone. It's going to replace G with CDE, and it will give us output as A, B, C, D, E, and then the last one F. Right, then we've got a text.select function, wherein if you want to select only few characters from the text, then you can directly use this text.select, and it will just extract only those characters in the same order. So here we are basically specifying get all the alphabets. So the syntax is going to be something like this. So we're going to specify in curly brackets, and we just say A double dot Z. That means it's going to take A, B, C, D, and so on to Z, and we'll just select only those. So as we specified, getting only those, so we can see we get A. As comma is not included in this list, we won't get that, and D we're going to get, and colon is not included in this, so we won't get that, and C will get that. So we're going to get the selection of only those characters in the same order that we had. So any doubts as of now?
Yeah. Select means what exactly does it do?
It just extracts those only characters from the text that we had.
It's a text extract, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Why do they call it select? I'm just trying to understand.
We are just selecting only those texts and the characters and we're extracting it as output. So that might be they are calling it as select. You can directly specify it as A. So what in this case, if you specify it as A, so we're going to get how many A's? We're going to get only one A because we had only one A over here, right?
Okay.
If you specify E, then we're going to get one E, second E, and two E's we're going to get as E and E.
Okay. Yeah. So here, if there are like, let's say, so because it is A to Z, so let's say you have like 5 different things that you have input there, with commas there, okay, within the curly brackets.
Okay.
So in that case, basically, how many number of occurrences they are there in the source text. So all of them will get extracted, right, with the repetitions, maybe.
Right, correct.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So these are the functions that we're going to have an hands-on on. So just a recall, going to insert our text into our string. Remove will basically remove characters from the string. Remove range, you can remove the range, whatever characters were in the particular range. Replace will just replace the old string with the new string that you pass in. Replace range, you can replace the particular range with the new string. And select will just select the characters. So okay, so I've provided you the data set for this particular modification function as well in the last shared data file. So please connect that. I'll also quickly connect to it. So we'll go into data, get data from file, from workbook. Please connect to dataset underscore modification. Import that. One transform data. I'll quickly make my first row as address. Okay. Do let me know once you're up to here.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. So the same. We're going to have functions for our reference. The first column, and second column is our data itself. So we are having just URLs for these functions, and I've provided a few questions. In this question, we basically want to achieve this particular output using different combinations of the function that we had over here in the references. So first question is get the required output using insert function and then use remove range on top of it. So this is our required output. So output is something like this. For this particular one, instead of showing it as https : we just want to have it as www. Right? So first insert www into this particular function or into this particular text. Then on top of it, use remove range function to remove https : Is the question clear?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's step into the solution. So, okay, first we basically want to insert www dot into the location of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 into the location of 8, right? So I'll create a custom column and I'll name this as the question 1. So we'll use text. We'll use text dot insert function, and this is our data. So where we want to insert it, we basically want to insert it at location 8, and what is the new text that we want to insert, which is www dot. So okay, so what are we doing? We are inserting www dot into this data at location 8. I'll click OK. Okay, we've got that. Now we basically need to remove HTTPS :/ using remove range function. So okay, two ways now. We can use this particular column as a helper column, and we can create a new output, or else we can work on this particular column itself and get the output here in the same column. So I'll first do. Okay, so I'll first show you the first method, which is having another column as my output. So question 1 output. So I'll click on text dot remove range. Sorry, text dot remove range, and I'll take this particular column as my input, and I want to remove from 0, and my count is 8. I want to remove 8 characters from first 8 characters, so I specified 0, 8, so that I'll be not having HTTPS : /. I'll click OK. Now we've got the required output by using helper column Q1. If you want to do the same step on top of helper column itself, not having any new column, we can do that as well. I'll remove this step. I'll edit this particular Q1 where we just had inserted. So I'll write text dot remove range, and I'll pass this text dot insert as my data. Then I want to remove 8 characters from starting position. Now if I do that, I'll be done in the same column itself. I won't require to have any new column. Any doubts?
No, okay, all good from there.
Okay. So what have we done? So we first inserted text www dot, then we've removed first 8 characters using remove range text from a function. That's question 1. Now in question 2, we basically want to insert the same www dot using insert function. Then on top of double columns /. Please go ahead and do that. If you see any errors or doubts over there, please let me know.
Akhil, it's showing me some syntax error. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, sure.
Let me share.
You can only give individual characters, is it, in this this one? Remove.
Right, correct. That's the
so I got the same error actually. So I think I gave the same thing which Jairam has given, but then when I gave H, T, T, P, S, it's removing all the H, all the T, all the S from the text.
Right. Jairam, can you close this box? Yeah. Once you click on the error, right? So you can see the description why the error is coming up. So there it says the value isn't a single character string.
Okay.
the value that we passed in is HTTPS :/. So the remove function will just accept single characters alone.
Okay.
It won't allow us to give any subtext or substring. So we cannot use remove function over here. So just want to let you know that's why I've included this question in. So using remove function, we can only remove characters, not the text.
Okay, got it.
All right. So now let's move into third question. So we just want to get output using a single function, remove range function. All right, so let's step into the solution. So question 3 is, so here we basically want to use replace range. So I'll type in text dot replace range function, and I'll pass in the data. And what is the range that I want to replace in? I basically want to replace HTTPS, right? So it's going to start from position 0 and its length is 8. Replace this particular substring with new string, which is www dot. So we are basically replacing 8 characters in the beginning with a new text www using replace range function. Click OK. So we've got our output, required output. Any doubts in the question 3? Okay. So question 4, basically want to replace. You basically want to get this output using replace function itself. Awesome. So let's look into the solution. Custom column 4. So you've got to use text.replace. This is our input string, old text https :/ with new text www dot. So we're basically replacing this old text with this new text, and I'll click OK. So it got our required output.
If you ask me, I would say this is the most straightforward and the easiest solution.
Yes. Yeah. All right, so now let's load this. Close and load to table into existing worksheet. Let's load it over here. I'll click OK. Okay. So what have we learned today? We basically looked into text.insert function, remove range function, replace range function, and select function. And then we've looked into the limitations of remove function, which just allows us to remove only characters, not the string. And then we've seen a way to look for if we have occurred with any error, so we can click on that particular error and we can see the description why the error has come. So yeah, that's all for today. If you have any questions, we can discuss them.
No question from my side.
Okay. Thank you guys then.